So, in your perspective, what do you think what works best here for these two functions collaborating effectively?
So the key here is both engineering and PMO office shouldn't be working in silos. It's not like two separate teams, right? It's one delivery team.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the podcast. This is Deepika, your host for today. This space is all about real conversations with technology leaders who are building, learning, growing, and contributing to the technology space, especially in the age of AI. Today, we are joined by our guest speaker, Ms. Thej Challa. She is a senior project manager working with Capital One. She is born and raised in India, someone who is deeply passionate about education and learning, and that has eventually driven her to the world of technology, chasing her dreams. She joined by her husband here. She made a remarkable career in IT leadership, managing global teams, leading large scale transformations. I personally admire her dedication and diligence towards the work she does. I've always looked up to her, though she's wearing multiple hats, balancing multiple roles as a mom, as a mentor, and a professional. She leads with confidence and integrity. Thank you so much, Tej, for accepting my invitation and join me on the podcast today.
Thank you for such a beautiful introduction, Deepika. It's my pleasure to be here today.
Truly honored to have you, Tej. Tej has spent over 2 decades in the project management space. So, Tej, we want to hear from you. How do you see the role of PMO evolving in today's engineering organizations?
The way I see PMO, it's actually evolving from a traditional PMO to more of a strategic enabler. So there are three reasons I should state here why this evolution is actually happening and needs to happen, right? The first one is technology and AI. There's a lot of upgrades with technology. AI is evolving at a much faster speed, and automation is there everywhere. And two, agility and speed, right? Like the customers are expecting the speed to market, business outcomes have to be delivered quickly, and the needs of the customer are also changing.
Right.
Three, complexity as well, right? Today we work with lots of different cross collaborated teams, distributed teams, and also leadership is expecting these reports or updates on more of a real time basis. It's not like, okay, weekly status reports anymore. So, based on these three reasons, I feel PMO has to be more of a value management office. And what I mean by that, right? It's ensuring that the vision that gets into reality is actually aligned to the company's objectives. It's aligned to the company or the business outcomes. So PMO is not anymore a gatekeeper, but it's actually pushing the company with confidence that they are able to deliver the business outcomes. So PMO should be asking more of like, are we delivering value more than are we really following the process? And that's the change that is happening as we speak, and it's bound to evolve even more.
That's a very thoughtful perspective, Tej. So, I hear that it's more about value. So, coming from engineering teams, we are always focused on building and shipping. Where I hear again from you that PMOs are focused on alignment and predictability. So, in your perspective, what do you think what works best here for these two functions collaborating effectively?
So the key here is both engineering and PMO office shouldn't be working in silos. It's not like two separate teams, right? It's one delivery team. So the minute both teams are coming together, and end of the day, the project success depends on both the teams. So it's again with radical transparency between both the teams, clear communication, and ensuring that teams are constantly talking about the risks and dependencies and working together to identify these. That way, the projects or the programs are successful. And also, especially the PMs in this world are more leaning towards to be a technical program managers or technical project managers. So they're working very closely with the architects and with the engineering team to identify the risk much early on and to mitigate them, or also ensuring that the solutions that the engineering team is being put on the table are being challenged and ensuring they actually align with what the strategic value that it's adding to the company. So they have to be working very closely, um, and contribute and help each other in terms of the delivering of the project and ensuring that the project is successful. So I feel it's one delivery team and not having individual goals or a separate silo team.
That is so wonderful thought process, and I truly agree with you here, Tej. So we see that engineering teams and the project management teams, they are not working on two different uh, boards. So it's basically, I would say, the especially the way you have brought up, they are partnering with each other. So
Absolutely.
I see that um, it's all about coming back to people here and how they have grown into these roles.
Yes.
So, with
Yes.
that, Tej, to our listeners, maybe I want to hear from your own words. If anyone grows into these roles, into the leadership or into the project roles, what skills do you think they have to start building from today?
So, few of them that I can list. One is the business and financial acumen. That's like the basic need. Knowing the business, how is the company making money, understand that piece, and also being financially literate, right? You have to, being a project manager, you need to know how to do the cost benefit analysis. What ROI is this project giving? What are the budgets? Like, know the financial terms and the calculations right there. And also, technology literacy. With technology changing so much, you should be aware of the cloud infrastructure, you should be aware of the AI, the ML, how is it helping? Because eventually we will be using AI to kind of come up with the predictive analysis or kind of feed all the project risks and ask the AI to help you identify the risk and mitigate the risk from the previous projects, right? There's a lot of ways to use AI going forward. So being a tech savvy person really helps you to communicate both with the technical experts and as well as the non-technical groups. So that's very important. And three, the soft skills like communication skills. You should be able to communicate both with non-tech, tech and non-tech, as I mentioned earlier, and also cater your communication to the audience that you're dealing with, right? Executive level summary could be different from the way you're explaining things to your scrum teams. At the same time, couple more soft skills might get handy is influencing without authority. As a project manager, you are working with so many different teams, and not everybody directly reports to you or is under your org, but you are actually able to influence them and get the job done. So that's also a crucial skill. The last one I would call out is definitely relationship building with your stakeholders and with all the teams that you're networking. That's really, really important because that will make your life and job a lot easy. So, here, and if you are doing these three already, like having business and financial acumen and understanding the technology and speaking the language of based on the audience, you are already operating as a leader even without a title. So, honing on these skills, whether it's PM or any leadership role, would definitely help you in your career.
Thank you, Tej, for sharing all your insights. And the most beautiful part today I've learned from you is based on the audience, you do the communication, the clear communication. That is something that I would like to take today. Otherwise, I hear that the technology literacy and both from working with, collaborating with technical experts and also non technical experts. and improve the soft skills is
Yes.
all very important and crucial to grow in these roles. Um, Thank you, Tej, once again for accepting my invitation and sharing your beautiful insights. And it's so wonderful to hear from the PMOs space. Thank you so much again.
Thank
And
you.
to all the listeners, once again, let's thank Tej and
Yeah, thank you, Deepika. Thank you for having me again. As I thoroughly enjoyed the process and my pleasure to share my insights with you. Thank you.
thank you, Tej. And to all the listeners, thank you for being part of this journey and see you all in the next episode. Thank you.